You need to ask Paddy Kilty why you're glad to be back.
Am I?
So I'm led to be.
I kind of thought I was when we moved back from America, and you know, we were out there for a while, and we had, you know, the kids out there and different things, and then you get to that point where you're thinking family, and you know, you want to come home, and the wife wanted to get the kids into school, you know, over here, so you know, we moved back to London, and everything's going great. And I thought, this is nice. It's, you know, and Trump was in America, and so, you know, it's lovely to get back to the stability of Brexit. And it's a terrible deal. And so come back, and I'm thinking, back in London, this is great. Put the kids in school, a little school around the corner, and they end up in school with Harry Kane's 2 little girls. And this is all going great, and I'm thinking, oh, this is lovely, and my wife gets home with his missus, and so cut to just before the European Championships. You can imagine the excitement in the Keelty-Deely household when the doorbell goes and the box gets delivered, and my wife's on her hands and knees in the hall, opening it up. She says, "Boys, look what has just been sent from the captain of England for you 2 boys. 2 brand new England strips with Harry Kane on the back. Paddy, come downstairs." Oh my God. And I'm like, England, yeah, oh my God. I'll just be down in just a second. And suddenly my head, like an Irishman, coming back from America, thinking, and it just completely blindsided the idea that I was going to be bringing up English kids. So I'm upstairs, and I'm basically passing out in the ensuite toilet of the spare room, going, oh my God, I'll be down in a second. That's great. I think your brain just sort of spins into this kind of historical, you know, when you're back and you're 7 years of age and you're sitting on your granny's knee in Ireland, and you remember her saying to you, just remember 2 things wherever you go in life. You're a Keelty wherever you go. And if you ever go to England, just remember that Oliver Cromwell came over here. And he did an awful redding up, and he killed all the Keeltys. All the Keeltys were killed by Oliver Cromwell. All of us, Granny, all of us dead. And I'm going into this vortex of, Jesus Christ, what do I say to these 2 children? And then I snap out of it, and I come downstairs, and I think to myself, look, come on, you got to get with the programme here. You know, you got to get with the modern world. Like, yes, I am Irish, you know, but I've lived in London for a long time, and my wife's English, and our 2 kids are American. And so, you know, I put the jerseys on them and go, look, Milo, there you go. Look, 3 lions. Arthur, James, 6 lions on your chest. And get the football and give it to them, and they're smiling, and take a little photo with the camera phone and send that to their English grandparents. And they go out into the garden, and they have a lovely time. They take a little video, and you know, the wife's delighted, and they're delighted, and I was delighted. You know, that I hadn't gone to that place, you know, and it was just nice to kind of, you know, be able to shake off that historical thing between Ireland and England, and it meant that, you know, whenever, you know, my wife went to work in America, then a couple of weeks later, it meant that, you know, I was as disappointed as anybody whenever those 2 jerseys just mysteriously disappeared. And I mean, I to this day, I've no idea. I've looked everywhere. I mean, I reckon some bastard must have crawled into their room in the dead of night.
Do you replace them with anything?
And, you know, yeah, chop them up with nail scissors and barbecue them at the bottom of the garden. I didn't, by the way, I didn't barbecue Harry Kane's jerseys. I just...
You introduced them to the Irish Rugby Union team.
No, I brought both the jerseys back to the school gates 2 weeks later. I got Harry to sign them and fucked them on eBay.
If you enjoyed that, remember to subscribe to Dave and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our fresh content. Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see join me around the table, and head over to UK TV Play, where you can stream old episodes of As Yet Untitled for free.